Shamanic drumming is used mostly for journeying into the underworld or the lower worlds. And I'm sure most of you have heard of it, some of you have probably tried it, some of you successfully, some of you not. Now, the reason for the drumming itself, there's two main reasons actually. One is the constant rhythmic beat, and you then go into a trance state through the constant beat. The second reason is the fact that it actually changes the rhythm of your heart rate. I don't think it's any secret that music itself affects your mood. If you listen to happy music, you become happy. If you listen to sad music, you become sad. If you listen to some soothing classical music, it will calm you down. And the main reason for that is that it actually changes the rhythm or the beat of your heart. And your heart actually starts beating in sync with the music itself. So this is the other reason why shamanic drumming actually works so well, is because through the beating of the drum, your heart rate actually changes and it settles. And then this helps you to get into that trance state that you need in order to journey. Now, you may have wanted to try shamanic drumming, but you don't have a drum. I have linked a video below that is excellent, an absolutely excellent video for actual shamanic journey drumming. There was a Michael Harner actually brought a book out some years back, and it had a CD on the back of it that you could use, and it had different drumming in it. So it had single beat, it had double beat, but it also had a 15-minute and a 30-minute one. So you can do a 15-minute journey, or you can do an extended 30-minute journey. The video below is a 30-minute journey. Now, what you need to find in proper journeying drumming is that constant beat, first of all the way through. Whether it's a single beat, double beat, doesn't matter, but it has to be constant all the way through. And then right at the end, there's a callback. So your heart rate changes and adjusts to the rhythm of the drumming, but then the callback at the end actually goes fast. So it's not just to say it's time to come back, it also helps your heart rate to come up again, and then it draws you back. But if you want to actually try drumming without a drum, that's the main reason for this video. There are two methods that I've come across that are quite excellent. The first one, you can actually use anything really. It's called clacking. Actually, let me go and get my stones. Hang on a minute. Okay, I'm back. All right. So as I say, the first method is clacking. Now, I discovered this on a forum, a shamanic forum, years back. And it's actually quite useful. Some people don't like it because it's a very sharp sound, but it can definitely put you into a trance state in order to journey. So it really, as I say, you can actually use anything. You can use pots and pans, but traditionally, what you do is take stones. These are my clacking stones. Traditionally, you would find them in a riverbed, so they're usually quite flat, as you can see. So, as you know, you find them in a riverbed, so the rivers obviously made them flat. Then what you would do, you would take the stones themselves, put them in a frying pan, heat up the frying pan, no oil or anything, just dry. Heat up the frying pan just for a couple of minutes, and just put them in the frying pan, or a pot or something like that, and just heat them up. And then you would put them outside in the sun and just let them just soak up the energies. Then to use them, really quite simple. I mean, all you do is just hit them together. So as you can see, it is quite a sharp sound, and obviously you can change the sound depending on where you actually hit them. Oops, ooh, that was a bit sore. And what you can do is hold them in your hands like that and do that. Different sound again because it's creating a bit of an echo in your hands. So you can use that for drumming instead of an actual drum. As I say, completely different sound. Some people don't like it because it is quite sharp, but very useful. Now, the other method I wanted to speak about, and the reason this video actually came about, was a movement in a Qigong form called Yi Jin Jing that I actually started doing last week. And the movement itself, as soon as I did it, it sounded perfect. It sounded just the way you'd need drumming to sound, and it's all in your head. Well, you hear it in your head. Let me demonstrate. Okay, so all you do is you take your hands, you put them over your ears, you cup them over, and then you'd actually tap the back of your head or your neck. Hang on, I'm actually going to change. Let me just change the angle. There's a mirror behind me, you might be able to see me. Hang on a second. Okay, that didn't work because my arm's in the way. So let me try and turn around. Okay, so all you would do, hands over, let me try and get that down. Hands over and just tap on the back of the neck. Like such. So what you do is, as you cup it over, just push your hands in so that you can't hear any external sounds. And as you tap, you can hear the tapping within in your head. A bit like if you're in the bath and you put your head under water and you knock on the bath. There's that very loud sound. So it's a bit like that, but it's, for drumming. I think it's just brilliant. So that's why I wanted to actually make this video. Apart from clacking and the actual shamanic drumming in the video, was to make you aware of this method, this Qigong method, which I discovered that just, it's perfect. It really is. It'll work. Personally, I think it'll work. And it's extremely easy to do. And what you'll also find is as you're actually tapping on the back of your neck, you're breathing at the same time. And you actually hear your breath as well. So as your breathing will slow down, and then that again is going to slow your heartbeat down, and that's going to put you into a trance state. Now, one thing you might find a bit difficult is keeping the actual drumming going while you're actually journeying. It can be, you can do it, but you might find that you just go so deep that you actually stop, and that's fine. You can just journey, and then you'll come back when you need to come back. Same with the clacking. If you're going to do it yourself, same thing, same principle. At some point, you might stop clacking, in which case, just carry on with your journey, come back when you need to. Or if you're going to do clacking, you can get somebody else to do the clacking for you. Same thing if you're going to use the video of the drumming. You're listening to it rather than doing it yourself, so you can do the whole thing. But with that, as I say, it's a 30-minute video. So if you want to do a 15-minute video, logically just start the video in the middle. You'll do a 15-minute journey. And that's it really. That's what I want to speak about today. So I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. I hope you rest really well. And cheers.